Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. Well, today we're talking Kershaw, and we are talking the Kershaw Endgame. There you go, Endgame 2095, to be specific. Look at that poor box. Man, it got beat up in transit, but the knife is just fine. And this knife is my affiliation knife. It's my knife that I got with my affiliation. You guys using my affiliate links, I get a 5% commission. I turn right around and put that right back into knives to give away on the channel, which, you know, pretty cool. I think I give it right back to you. So, this is our affiliation knife for April. We didn't have one for March, and this one I started running out of time. That's kind of why I'm a little bit late. I'm starting here in May, but I went ahead and just got the Kershaw. I didn't do the poll like I normally do, and just I really wanted to check one of these out. One of the end games. So, let's do that. So now, as you can see here, pretty much a solid stainless frame and body and pieces and parts on it. I say pieces and parts because, well, you know, you can see here, you've got this piece, you got this piece, and the black, the kind of the bronze, and the silver. It's kind of a cool look. I kind of enjoy the way that looks together. Now, you do have a deep carry pocket clip on it, and you have recessed pocket clip screws. Excellent job, Kershaw. Yes, we love it. But the cool thing about it, it is ambidextrous. You can take this piece off here, move your pocket clip over, and then you can kind of have matching bronze pieces on the lock side. How cool is that? I think it's cool. Got it's kind of a filler plate, but it's aesthetically pleasing as well. That's cool. I like it. Frame lock, as you can see there, it is a flipper knife. Now everything has been chamfered pretty darn well with all these like angles and pieces and all that other stuff. You know, it's done pretty darn well. No sharp spots that I could find on this one. Yeah, not bad overall at all. Now you can see it is a flipper knife. We do have some jimping on the flipper, and that is, you know what? That's pretty good. Yeah, my thumb's still healing. That poor guy split. Oh, that hurt. But flipper, jimping, good. Yeah, it's all right. As you can see there, we got some jimping on the blade. Let's see our centering. Oh yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. Now, it is running on the KVT ball bearings. So, flips, yeah, pretty good. Now, for me, a little sluggish on the drop, which, yeah, that's an endgame bite. I don't know. It's kind of a sluggish drop. I think I missed the flipper tab there once, and I just let it. One of the times it did fall, it fell right on my thumb. So, yeah, it happens. Play with knives, you're going to get cut. Once you got it open, though, you know what? Jimping on the spine, pretty darn good. Grips really, really well. It's aggressive, but not too aggressive. Give you kind of a look at that. It's done really well. Got a nice little choil on it. I really dig the blade. That was kind of another reason why I wanted to check this one out. You've kind of got that Kershaw ZT-ish style, you know, kind of reverse tanto-ish, drop point-ish, kind of sort of big belly kind of blade on it. And I really like the way that looks. D2 blade steel, 2095 KAI. Yeah, nice swedge. I dig that profile. I don't know what you guys think. Now, it is a little bit more on that futuristic. The handle, you know, is, and, you know, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Yeah, I've said things like, I don't really care for them in the past. I know. But you know what? This one didn't bother me. I don't know why, but it's, yeah, I don't mind. And then we've got I call it the Kershaw, basically the Kershaw hole. Kershaw's just started putting holes in a lot of their knives. Now, this one doesn't go all the way through, and it's not near the pivot. So, kudos. Kudos for that. Because, you know, when it gets near, yeah, can it let stuff in there? Okay. Oh, swab, clean it out, you're good to go. But when they're up here by the pivot, that just kind of, I don't know, that just seems odd to me. But this one, Yeah, not at all. Pretty darn cool overall. Let's get some specs on it. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pushing at about 7. And they're going to say 7.5. Oh, yeah, I guess. Make sure I'm still on my line and it's straight. And we could push it out. I mean, I think 7.5 is stretching it a little, but it's close. Handle, 4.25-ish. So that's going to give you right about a 3 to 3.25 inch blade, depending on how you want to measure it and where you want to go with it. What do they say for the blade? Yeah, 3.25. It's right there. Pretty close. Pretty close. Grip length. Grip length we are looking at about 3.25. So not for overly large hands. I can just get a full 4-finger grip on it using the natural grip of the handle. Can you choke up? Oh, that's close, man. Even using the old flipper trigger there, I kind of say, you know, use it kind of trigger effect. You're still right by the corner of that blade. So yeah, choking up, if you have fingers of any size, choking up on that probably not gonna work. But you know, like I said, for my 3.75 inch hand, I can still get a full 4-finger grip on it. And it's a good grip. Slender-ish knife. Let's measure it. You know, I didn't do that. It's fairly thin. I mean, not thin, but it's slender. What do we got? Oh, yeah. Is that, let's see, what do we got up here? What's that going to give us? Yeah, like 0.39, 0.4 inches. Not bad at all. 0.4 of an inch, you know, that's not bad. That's nice and slender. And the grip, oh yeah. I really like the way that grip feels. All right, let's do some size comparisons. We have the PM2. Obviously, PM2, a little bit larger knife. Yeah. Yeah. Bug out. Where's the bug out? There's a bug out. Yeah. It's right in there. Pretty close. It's gonna, the Endgame is gonna have it just a bit on the handle. But overall, you know, blade maybe a little bit. Let's see. What do I got here for a Kershaw? Oh, let's look at a leak. That's a good idea. There'd be a good Kershaw comparison. I just saw the leak in there. So there you go. That's how it looks. Of course, we got a red leak. Look at that. Oh, I like that. There you go. So that's kind of how it looks up against the leak, which a little bit larger than the leak by probably about 5/8 of an inch in the handle. And blades are pretty close. Just a hair for the Endgame. So, had to get the red leak out there. Let's get a weight on it, and then we'll talk about overall. Oh, we'll check our carry too. That deep carry clip, it's nice. I like it. 4 ounces overall, not bad. Oh, I'm sorry. For our friends across the pond, we always like to show them 112 grams. They're probably smart and can do the conversion in their head like way faster than I ever dreamt of doing it. But hey, that's okay. Here is our carry. Like I said, deep carry clip, recessed pocket clip screws. Yes. Thank you very much, Kershaw. We are liking that. I am. I don't know about you, but I like it. I like it a lot. Overall, guys, what do I think? You know, overall, not a bad knife. I like the only thing that really surprised me is it's still kind of sluggish on those KVT ball bearings. Now, did I take it apart? Did I clean up the bearings? Did I do anything like that? I did not. I do not alter the knives before I review them. That's not what I do. This is a knife. I use it a little bit, get a feel for it, but I do not do any type of alterations to the knife prior to my review because I want you to see exactly how it comes out of the box and after a few, week or whatever use. That's what I want you to see. Was I hoping it would break in a little bit better? Yeah, probably. But then again, it's still kind of slow on that drop. It still managed to bite me, so I guess it's just smarter than I am. But, not bad. Little, like I said, a little sluggish. Now, if I took it apart, cleaned it up, could I probably improve that? Yeah, probably get some KPL in there, get them cleaned up really good. I could probably, maybe even as much as just tweaking that pivot back just a little bit, you know? But I don't do any of that prior to my reviews. Overall, you know, not a bad knife. Now, this guy comes in at right about $63. So, for D2 stainless, I mean, yeah, you could probably find something a little bit less expensive. Of course you could, G10, D2, you know, G10, D2, G10, D2. That's pretty much about all we hear anymore for the most part. But, you know, it's getting better. But overall, you know, it's not a bad knife. Not a bad weight for its size. You know, 4 ounces for a 3.1. Yeah, okay, they're 3 1/4, so we're a little over that ounce per inch measure. But, you know, I don't put a lot of stock in that unless it's really heavy for its size. And this one isn't to me at all. It's a pretty solid knife. I'm really glad I picked it up and took the opportunity to check it out. Now, that's what I want to say. Now, when the frame lock is, yeah, that's kind of rough there. You know, but it's like that on a lot of knives when that frame lock is. Could there be just a little bit of attention paid to that? Probably. Cut that back just a little bit, just a little buff, so it's not quite so sharp. But is it cut me sharp? I don't think so. I mean, it'll kind of grab, but you know, I see that in a lot of knives. That's just kind of one spot that doesn't really get much attention paid to it, and it probably wouldn't hurt for a lot of them. But overall, the crew, what did Blues Review Crew give it? Well, they gave it an 8. Why did they give it an 8? It's a solid knife. There's nothing really that stands out about it. The detractor, I really thought that pivot would look, you know, by itself, I was hoping it would loosen up, break in a little bit better, but, you know, it didn't. It would probably take some intervention. So if it's going to take some intervention, we're going to knock it back a little bit like that. You know, for me, guys, if a knife comes out and does what it's supposed to do and has all the right attention paid to it, not super, but no detractors, no real heavy positives, it's probably going to be an 8.5 because it's a tool that does what it's supposed to do. What more could you ask for in a tool? You know? Now, if it's got the detractors, we'll take away from that. If it's got little pluses or design features that, hey, you know, okay, let's bump that up a little bit. This one comes in at right about an 8. That's what Blue and the review crew say. So you know what? I'm going with it. Sounds good to me. Thanks a lot, guys, for hanging around and checking out the Kershaw Endgame with me. Remember, guys, this is the affiliation knife. What do we do with the affiliation knives? We give them away. How do we give them away? I wait a week and a half-ish, somewhere around there, and I just go and randomly pick a comment from the comment section. So just remember, leave me a comment. You know I love talking to you. I say it every video. But one more thing I want you to remember, guys. I have got a fundraiser raffle going on for our good friend Jack Farmboy. Please don't forget about that. I will leave a link down in the description so you guys can find your way to it. Jack Farmboy, one of our really, really good friends and just an overall awesome dude in the community. If you don't know who Jack Farmboy is, you know what? Tell me down in the comments. I'll be happy to tell you just how good of a guy Jack Farmboy is. As always, guys, like, subscribe, leave me a comment. You know I love talking to you. Until next time, guys, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.